What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we are playing some more OceanBlock. I believe this is episode 4, and in this episode I think we're going to get ourselves into some thermal expansion. I think it's called thermal expansion, yes. Alright, so what we need to do is well actually I've got a lot of the resources for the basic stuff we're going to need. I do need to just pick up one thing, which is this. Okay, I think that's all we need. So the way this works is we need to create power to power then machines. The machines then can do multiple things. Like there is thermal, there is machines for all sorts, like all of these little things here. And then some of these machines down here, different power sources. But we're just going to get into the basics of this episode. And so first things first, we need a power source and a redstone furnace and a pulverizer. That's where we all start. So what we need to do is get I believe we're not going to need only 2 frames. Yes, so 2 frames. We need cast iron, which I do have some nuggets which we're going to need as well. And let's just get, I believe it's 8 we're going to need just to start off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those can cook up at a moment. And let's start on the pulverizer. So we're going to need some copper gears. So we can do 1, 2. We got flint, I'm sure. And we're going to need some cobblestone. 2, 3, 4. And I'm sure we've got some wood somewhere. There's no way we don't have wood just sitting around, right? Okay, we'll have to make some. That's not hard considering. That's there. Do this. And now we can make the piston. I think, oh, we also need to make some glass, which, yeah, we're not going to have enough. So unless we have some sand, we do. Let's just start off with 32, let's say. Down there, let that cook up. We can probably do a lot of these things as well, so we're going to need one of these. I'm going to need to pick up one of these as well, because you need one for each. And then I think pretty much ready to go. Oh, we'll need 2 more copper gears. And I think we're good to go. Tin. Alright, get all these cast iron. And that should be enough glass for the first item. And let's get the... Okay, we have flint somewhere. I know that. There's one there. And I assume there's more down here. So I'm pretty sure we get flint from sieving gravel, which we've done a lot of. Yes, we do. Alright. So that's these guys. So we don't actually have power for this yet, but we have made it. So that's the machine frame, and then the pulverizer, and we completed 2 quests doing that. So let's quickly get those and see what we get. So... Oh, nice. We actually got a garden close for that, I think. And range add-ons, which... Oh, God, that scared me. Oh, no, that really scared me. I thought it was a witch for some reason. I'm just going to leave them be. They're annoying, but I don't really want to deal with them at the moment. Alright, let's just get rid of the stuff that's there. There's enough glass now to do the next one. What else do we unlock? Industrial foregoing. Nice. Another absorption helper. I'm sure we'll need one of those at some point. I actually do have a plan that I will need one of those, so that is actually kind of good. Garden closures, 4 of them is going to be really helpful because there is a mod that I want to get into a bit later. But yes, so where do we need to go here? We need to at least get this. So we need... Can I just use regular stone? Okay. Do we have just smelted stone, or do we have like andesite maybe? Yes, we have 2 stone. Cool. this. Yes. All right, and now we just need clay bricks and we should be good to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't need any more sand, I don't think. And let's smelt that up. All right. Get this quest sorted while we're at it, while we wait for that real quick. And then let's chuck these on. I don't think they do anything for us really. A little bit of armor, but not a lot. I do want to flatten out this island, I think, before we start this. But I'm going to get all the items first, I think. And then we'll flatten everything out. So I'm only going to do these 3 for the first start. I don't think we can make these yet. We're going to need to actually. So we're going to need... Yeah, I think we can make all this. All right. So once these guys are done, I'm going to need to... I'll put in the rest of the sand to cook up then. I'm sure we're going to need it for something. But let's just do that. Get those. All right, and that's another one done. So, wait, where'd I put it? Oh, there, good. I thought I lost it. All right, so that's those things done. We do have just enough iron at the moment, but we do need a metal bucket because I don't think a clay bucket will hold what we want to do. So let's just real quick. I don't want to use extra resources. That's why there's like diamonds sitting here. And I haven't got into those yet because there's a little plan that I have that I'm hoping will mean that we get some extra diamonds. So let's quickly get this quest sorted. Construction core. Actually, I think that's going to be really helpful for later. If that's the right thing. I guess it's not in the mod, in the quests, but digital storage. Yeah, it's not, but I believe it's in this side. Construction core is used for one of the resources. Oh, also, in between episodes, I hit 15 levels, so I clicked this so I could put on this rock candy, and it's a bit fast. The only thing that's going to be really useful is look how fast we can swim. We don't need a boat, that's for sure. We don't really need anything. Like, I can nearly fly. Like, if I can get to the top. This is actually really cool. Let's get up here. All right. And then... It is zoom around. Like, I can just run over here. Jump on here. Quickly break this. And cool. We got a few little fun things. I think a Maddox used for this one. And yeah, so now we can just quickly run around, get a few of these, because I do think these have some pretty nice things in them. I don't actually know what will be in them, but I think some of the like different colors have some really nice gear, but we'll get into that once we actually do decide to really explore. But you can also just turn these off, so you can just click this again and click remove. And I'm back to running normally. So, not a big deal. Alright, was there anything actually I needed to do before we jump cut to me flattening out this island? Because I don't think that's going to be the most interesting thing to see. It is going to be taking out this mountain, which, to be fair, if you have a look on the inside, it's mostly done. I've pretty much already flattened out all the island. And it's going to be quick and easy with the... vein miner. I'm just going to tunnel through it first and then vein mine to the top. But yeah, so I think we are all good. Oh wait, no, we want to make these cables. So we needed a bit more iron, which that was what I was in the middle of doing. So this, and then just smelt that up. We have iron bars. I don't even need to do this. Oh, I'm sure the iron's going to come in handy for something. And we have a bucket. Oh my god, I didn't need to do any of that. Why, game? Why? before I do it, no, we don't have dielectric. Okay, good. Well, not really good. It's kind of bad. Would have been helpful to have. And I think we have coal somewhere. I did see some coal just a moment ago, but there. With this, we should have enough for this. That's 24 there. And I've not used this power mod before, so I'm very much learning. I'm used to using all the thermal stuff, but it doesn't look like they've updated their power, like their wires and their pipes. So this does make it quite a bit harder to get everything sorted, but I did test in a practice world just to see what I could do for a good starting point. So there's only one other mod that I could think of that I could use if I didn't do it this way. But I didn't need to worry about that. So let's just go. We're going to still need a bit more iron, so that's all good. And redstone. Okay. That's 4. And then what was the other thing we needed here? Just some iron. It's like this. Like that. And yeah. All right, so we now have power cables as well. So that should be a really, really good starting point. I've just messed up my inventory because of everything else. But if we have a look, we now have, I think, everything. So we've got power cable, we've got pulverizer, we've got furnace, and we've got a sterling dynamo, right? Yes, so we can get rid of those now. Now there's these 3, which I'm going to say are a bit more of a luxury item we may get to. But yeah, so let's just quickly enter this in. Come on, give me something good. You know what? Not a bad item. I don't think we're going to use it anytime soon, but it's not a bad pickup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut till after I've cleared this whole thing. So you guys get to miss out on that, which, not going to lie, kind of lucky. It's going to be a very long process of me just doing pretty much, how do I do this? Hold shift, scroll, small square. Is that right? I think it's this. Yeah, it's going to be just this. Very, very, very interesting to watch. And I got to do this for the next, God knows how long it's going to take. Actually, I don't really know. The plan is get this whole island gone. And then we can start on everything else. Because once we have this island flat, I think it's going to be far easier to build all the other things that we're going to want. So we can have our own little quadrants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here and I'll see you guys once I've flattened out this whole island. So be back in just a little bit. Alrighty, we have now leveled out all of our island, and this is now what it looks like. I do get that there's a bit of an eyesore with this floor. I've just kind of flattened it out and made it work for now. But I will look into getting an exchanging gadget with probably next episode. Once we do have all this stuff set up that I'm about to do, we should be able to get resources for this, and yeah, hopefully be able to use what's this? Oh, silk touch. That's kind of cool. All right, so what we want to do now is little lag spike. Love to see it. Love to see it. What we're going to do is just quickly place down this, 2 cables, and let's do our 2 machines. So pulverizer, furnace. All right, I guess we need a torch somewhere. Sure, torch can go there for now. Alrighty, so we have the pulverizer and the redstone furnace. Redstone furnace works like a regular furnace. It just uses power instead of coal. And then the pulverizer uses, so it's changed slightly. I'm not 100% sure as to how a pulverizer works now, other than if you click U on it, you can see and then there's catalysts. So if you use flint, you get... Okay, I'm just reading this. So auxiliary, I don't know what auxiliary is. Okay, so what's this? Basalt's powder makes it more efficient power-wise and gives you more primary output. So I guess technically you can get more like ores and stuff like that. But yeah, so not really important for us there. I have realized that I got rid of our campfire when I did this, and I am going to need a new one. So it is just 3 logs. Okay, this is super easy. That's good, because I'm going to need that for our next thing. So I might as well make that. And I'm going to need coal, so I want to find where I put that. All right. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use coal for this. I think I can get away of not using it, and I'll show you guys how that works. All right, this campfire needs to find a spot that is so far out of the way that I'm not going to step on it. Let's put it... that's like my chest area. Let's put it there. So far out of the way that it should not be ever a problem. Do we have it here? I put it in the wrong chest. This is kind of sorted, but also not. Because you can see sticks were in the different spot to where they normally were. All right. This is what I want. Sulfur. So let's chuck in. I think, let's just quickly check. It'll tell us in this. Sulfur in a Sterling Dynamo makes 12,000 RF. So just one of these. I'm not sure how long this burns for, but it makes 40 RF per tick. So I guess a little while. Or it's just pumping power. It's just pumping power. Let's just quickly see what's usage. What's coal? Coal is 24,000. So coal is better. But we're getting a lot of sulfur, and I don't think there's a real use for it, to be honest. For us right now, I guess probably the best way to put that. Makes a gem. Yeah, it doesn't look like, unless sulfur powder has a really cool use that I don't know of, it's used as a dye. Okay. Dye mixer. I think it's just predominantly used as a dye. It looks like it. Yeah. Cool, that's fine. We can use it as a tape measure. Tape measures are amazing. They're hands down one of the best things in the game. Yeah, I don't think it has any real use. So that's good. Well, gunpowder is probably the only thing where I might use it, and it does use up the nitro as well, but it uses charcoal, so... Yeah, so it's less efficient coal. Yeah, no worries, that's fine. I am perfectly okay with using up all of this then. Alright, so now we have a Pulverizer, and we have a Redstone Furnace. I believe the way this works is it's going to charge this one up, then this one. A little bit annoying it does it that way, but not a massive issue. So now we need to do the next one. I think, let me just quickly check. Actually, do I have the chests on me? Yes, I do. So I can do this and this, so they're not connected. I can then go input from the top, auto input, and then output on the top, auto output. So let's quickly check. I think this is how it works. I want to make sure I don't just waste all this. So this in a Pulverizer, which is here, turns into nickel, dust, gravel. Does gravel turn into anything in a slag? We might get side effects. That's fine. So what we're gonna do, turns into nickel, right? That was what it turned into. Because nickel's kind of good. Yes, it is. And nickel, if I'm correct, yes, is used to turn into Invar, which is what we're going to need in just a moment. So this now has power. This now has power. Chuck this in here. It pulls it out of this chest. It then squishes this down in a Pulverizer, mangles it all up. And what do we get out of it? So we got 2 iron dust, which I think is a guaranteed kind of thing. It is always, 2 iron dust. Perfectly fine. No issues with that. Then we get a bit of gravel. It's going to turn into slag. I don't think I'm going to use it for... I don't know what slag actually is used for now that I think about it. Slag, it is used for concrete powder. That could be useful for something. It turns into rock wool. Might be used for something. Yeah, not a lot of useful things for it. So I don't really mind that we get slag. I'm sure we can find a use for it at some point. So we also need to push this to output this way and auto output. I'm correct? Or maybe not auto output. Maybe it's just input. Looks like we need auto output. Okay. Why no work? Oh no, there we go. It is working. Cool. I don't know what was happening there. Maybe it just needed a little bit to think. But now everything seems to be working. Power is working. It's charging. It does have its own little buffer, so it'll get to maximum and then not work anymore once it's full, but we will look into getting one of these. I did just want to get our iron producing properly. And then now we want an induction smelter. So induction smelter is Invar, which we don't currently have, I don't believe. So if we do get nickel, it'd be great, but I don't think we have any. But I think we might have some here. Yes, we do. So if I do this, I might put nickel in next. Yes, I'm going to put nickel in next. And I'm also going to take just a little bit of this. So I think, let me just quickly check. It turns into 3 and we're going to need at least 6. Let's just take that because I think it's 2 to 1. So yeah, that should be fine. And then we're going to need 2 of those. Let's take that. That should be fine. 2 of those. So that's maths is hard. So that's 4. Yeah. All right, cool. Get rid of that one. All right. And then we will... How do we do this without it being an issue? Don't think we can also blacklist anything here. So we'll have to just let the gravel turn into stuff, or we can put the gravel up here, I guess, another option. And theoretically, now we can just go through all of these things that can be turned into things and grind them up and turn them into resources, which is going to be really, really helpful. And will become more helpful in a little bit as we work out how we're going to do this. Actually, maybe actually move all that around over here. Not sure. I want to... Let's stop this. Chuck this in because that's going to smelt, so I don't have to worry about that. This can all be sped up as well, so we don't have to worry about speed. There is at thermal. I didn't put at. Oh, I've got the wrong keyboard on. Just a second. It's changed me to the UK keyboard, not the Australian one. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is a thing. Don't want that. There we go. Don't really want that either. And let's chuck all that in now. All right. So now we need this and this, that, Invar blend. Chuck this in there. Oh, that didn't work. Just for the moment, we'll do that. Because I do need the Invar, I believe. Yes, it's Invar, not anything else. So, did we have gold? I don't know. We have 1 gold, which should be just enough because we only need 1 there. Some sand, easy peasy, no issues with that. Some cast iron, so we're going to need 1 cast iron, it looks. So, just chuck this on the Barbie. Campfire. I'm sure there's a barbecue somewhere. All right, now we can do at thermal again. Yes, there we go. So there is which one is it? Machines, that's secondary output. We don't want that. Dynamo, area effect. That's not what we want. I think there's one that makes it faster. There is item filters. That's cool. Didn't know that. So that makes base power 100% more. Process speed. There you go. So with nickel and lumium and that kind of stuff, you can make things faster. So it reduces the maximum power, but the process energy is 0.9 times. I think that's the right one. Maybe it's not. That's flux efficiency. Reduces process speed. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. Increases the process speed but reduces power efficiency. Yeah, so it's this one that we want. So it's electrum and lead and redstone flux, which we'll get into in a little bit. So invar's now done. We're actually going to need more than what I got, I think. Oh, no, we're not, because we do have... wrong chest. Oh, we have one. So we are going to need to turn this last guy into that. So I was looking at things and I found that the only real way we can make an easier option is by using a metallurgic infuser, which we don't have access to at the moment. They're not hard to make. We could really actually kind of make one. It's not really a mod that we're going for. We might end up just picking one up because it's going to make things easier for us. I'm not quite sure what we're planning on doing there. Is this stopped? Yes, it has. Oh, cool. All right, I didn't know that's where it went. That's actually kind of useful. So we have filled up this 8,000 buckets. That's what it uses. Stop that, I think. Wasn't sure what the capacity on a glass jar was, and that was what I was wanting to know. So we do now have a little bit of lava, which I will probably... I don't know how long we've been recording. 13 minutes. I don't know how long the first recording was. Because also, another thing to add, this is the complete next day of everything. I finished this, took me about an hour and a half, and then had to do other things, and now I'm back recording. So, a little bit of a delay. Oh, you can do that? I don't think that's meant to happen. Oh, it is. What? Who? What? Who broke the game? Yes, I did technically. Alright, so we have invar. I don't know what I was wasting my time on actually now that I think about it. Alright, so we need to turn that into that. Do we have glass? We should do, right? Glass, glass, glass. Yes, we do. Alright, so Induction Smelter. This is what we really have been working our way towards. We need some tin, which I don't have any at the moment, but hopefully we have some here. Tin, yes we do. Yes we do. Tin. Chuck that there, and I'll get rid of the gravel because I don't really want gravel. And then a little bit, I'll chuck that in. Alright. I guess also we'll just chuck the nickel in. It's not a big deal. You can always wait, what's appetite turn into if it gets chucked into a... That doesn't turn into anything. So it'll just sit in there and clog things, which annoying, but not really a big deal. And I think then we just now wait on some... Let's do this as well. I'll be back in a second once we do have everything ready to go, and yeah, we'll get this sorted. Alrighty, I think we now have everything to get this done, so let's just quickly see if we can make everything we need here. So that's one step. And then we need that and another one. That's two. Make one of these, and I think that's everything then, right? Oh, we need to make a blast furnace. Smooth stone. Oh, actually, I don't think we have any smooth stone. Might be wrong in saying that. Oh, we have just enough. Almost like I planned it. Hint, I didn't. Wait, it needs to be, it has to be that smelted smooth stone. Yuck. Just quickly chuck that in there. I know we're kind of just slowing everything down doing that, but not a big deal. These are actually quite quick, and when you think about it, we've just made things significantly more efficient. Because for every one cluster, we're now getting 2 ore. So that does make things a lot better. I think that's probably the best method. There we go. We got our smooth stone. And now we can make this. And we should be able to make our induction. Yes. There we go. So this is our... Let's put a chest on it. So I got to work out how this has worked. So first of all, it needs power. That's the main thing. It needs to charge up now. It'll slowly power up, I guess. I don't know. Are we making profit on power? Kind of. You struggling? Looks like you might be. Not sure. Are we gonna... Yeah, there we go. It is making power. So I think the way this works is one stack of cinnabar, some diamonds. If we push U on this, go to the Induction Smelter, and we can see cinnabar is an optional catalyst. If I go here, so we can have a look here. So blaze powder makes it 1.25, rich slag makes it 2.5, a cinnabar makes it 3, and sand makes it 1.75. So cinnabar is our best option, and really cinnabar doesn't have a lot of purpose. It really is meant to be just used as a catalyst, it seems. Unless there's some kind of purpose. There is literally no purpose in the dust. So I think its only purpose is to be a catalyst. Not a big deal. But by doing that, it now means we're going to get 3 times the primary resource. So if I go over, here's diamond. If we put in 1 diamond cluster, we get 1 diamond. So by doing that, you can get 3 times diamond, which 3 diamonds per cluster. I don't think there's any other thing that gives us that much. So that's 2. That is 3 as well. That's 2. That's 2. That's 2. Yeah. So I think hands down, this is the best option. So let's just sit here and wait a little bit. It's going to take a little while to smelt, and it's probably going to use a fair bit of power. I don't think it's the most efficient of options. I might be wrong, actually. Use percentage, so it very likely will be used, and it does make it 2.5 times. Okay, that made 5 diamonds. That puts my math off wrong. I thought that was only going to make 3. Well, that's a great news then. Let's just quickly see. Let's quickly hand in these quests, actually, and when we come back to looking at that, we should be able to see what that makes. I don't know what... That's kind of pointless. It kind of tells us everything we already need to know, doesn't it? Or is that a better variant of what we have? I don't know. I don't know what the probe does. Yeah, who knows? Wait, does that make 5 each time? 3... What? Not 5 each time, but it's certainly a lot. And then rich slag. So we just made 13 diamonds off 3 clusters. Oh my god, that's efficient. All right, let's just get everything else here. I'm going to get all these resources. Oh, can we do that for this as well? Is that a thing? It looks like that'll do it. What about induction? Yep. Wait, did we just work out this is better for everything? Induction. It may be better for everything then. Let's have a quick look. Let's do this one first. Auto output to the top. I think this theoretically should make... Well, theoretically it should make 3 emeralds, but it could make 5 emeralds. It could make 2 emeralds, I guess. Or maybe not 2. Maybe it's always 3. So 3 to 5 and 4 seems to be a common number. So I don't know whether that's actually the most useful of things, but because I don't know what we can use emeralds. I assume emeralds have some kind of purpose. Yeah, I'm sure there's something here. There's infusion for stuff like that. Looting books. All right, so that made, 8 diamonds. What about gold? Can we do that for gold? Let's have a look, because that's 2 gold. If I can make that into 4, that'd be amazing news, because I don't think we really have the resources to be mucking around otherwise. And then I think we got plenty of coal, so we could use coal as a resource, but it only makes sense to be using what we are. Let's quickly chuck in another stack. It does chug through the sulfur, so that's important to know. And maybe we should get the power cell sooner rather than later, but yes, we made that. And power cell. Maybe next episode we'll get into the power cell. Would that make 6? And we put 2 in, so that made 3 each. This would have made 2 each. So yeah, this is faster. Huh. I guess this is our best method. How do we get this cinnabar? It's gravel? Yes. That's good because gravel is what I like sieving. So that is perfectly fine with me. All right, let's do lapis. And while we're here, I do want to quickly do one last thing before we end the episode. And that is, wait, why is there no lava now? What? Do that. Oh, wait, I don't think there was any lava in it in the first place. Now I think about it. Let's do this. A cobblestone generator. So we need 2 pieces of cobblestone, first of all. 1, 2, and 4 of those. That's 5. That's fine. We can make that work. Oh, no, it's 1 compressed cobblestone. That's perfectly fine. I do have that sitting. It's somewhere in here. There we go. Like this. What's it cost us to get? Okay, 2. They do get significantly harder. Well, not significantly harder. They're just more complicated. So that's sub-zero temp. And then induction smelter with enderium and cobalt. Okay, that is actually quite hard. This stuff is a bit more complicated. So I'm perfectly fine with just a cobblestone generator. And what that means now is if I put this... let's do this like this first, because actually I'm going to need another drawer. That drawer. And where is the drawer? There. Like this. And then that there. I think this goes on top. Goes under. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't break it. All right, I guess we'll make another one. Not hard to make. Really not hard to make. It's just annoying. And that cobble. This, like that, like this. Let's do this. Let's pick this up. Oh, I am dumb. You can break it. Perfectly fine to break. Yes, it is. Okay. It's just getting picked up by this hopper. Alright. That's annoying. Why'd I do that? So let's do this. That's going to be a hopper there. This is going to be the drawer. Oh, is it? Don't know. No, I don't think it will be. How can I make this work? Because I can't make a drawer sideways. I wonder if I do it like this and like this. So only outputs on the top, right? Yep, okay, that's fine. We'll sort that out next episode, I think. For now, I just want this You know what? Probably could have just said where it was. It's gonna go here for now. Let it do that. And I think next episode we want to make a auto hammer. We do now have all the resources for that because we made our life incredibly easy. And oh my god. Okay. Yes, so that is going to be the method, and we're gonna just do copper for now, I think. I'd get here. I got something. Miscellaneous. Oh, we got this. Cool. And another Inferium Furnace. Not really important anymore, but perfectly fine. So my plan is I want to get the cobblestone into a auto hammer next episode. The use of an auto hammer, it doesn't quite actually say. Damn it. I believe it'll then just turn it into the next level down. So from cobble to then, pretty sure cobble just turns into gravel. Gravel turns into dirt. Dirt turns into sand. Dust stays dust. So we're going to want gravel as our main one to be sieving because that gives us the diamonds. That gives us a lot of our resources. But we will also at some point need to make a, what do we call it? Another sluice maybe? I don't know what we're going to do, but we want to actually sluice multiple resources. So redstone will be a thing we need to do. Does redstone do the same thing? Because if it does, we may not need a lot of it. Pulverizer. That does make cinnabar. Also makes cinnabar there. Yes. Okay, we could also get a lot of redstone out of this. So we might just get a bunch of dust. I might just get a hammer and hammer down. And I believe iron hammers can do single compressed. Diamond hammers can do double compressed. And then I think there's netherite hammer may be able to do triple compressed or something like that. And maybe it's diamond hammer does triple compressed. But yeah, so next episode, we're going to get into all of that to start getting more resources. Or actually, nah, yeah, next episode, because I think we've now hit the wrapping up point because this was a fair bit of work to do. So in between episodes, I'm just going to sluice things manually. So I can do this. Actually, there's also a compressed one. So draw. Can we make this a compacting drawer, I think? Yeah, I more than certainly can make that, I'm pretty sure. So let's just get a stack, chuck a stack in there. Because we're going to want that. And we're going to want pistons. So we're going to, do we have redstone? We do have just enough, that's fine. Some iron, which will be in here. We already have iron on us. And yep, that's all we need. So once we get this, is that enough? 5, yes. We have enough cobblestone. Cool. All right, let's make this. Compacting. I don't want that. I just want this and this. I'm gonna break this drawer. Does that keep everything that's in it? I don't know. Contents held within. Oh, wow. I wonder if it's going to keep it when I do this, though. Doesn't look like it. Perfectly fine. But now, when I do this, I get compressed cobblestone. And this will just stack up as I AFK and do other things. And let's quickly hand in this quest. Bit longer of an episode now because I did that. Water wheel, useless. Well, not useless, but not something that we're going to be using at the moment. So we'll put that away. Yeah, I think that is a lot of what I wanted to get done this episode. I'll probably just, sluice things around. I'll make a iron or diamond hammer. Probably could do some diamond hammers. So use, oh God, that's not very useful. Sticks. I think it's 3 sticks. I think it's just like this. This. There you go. Diamond hammer. We'll do. We'll have to wait a while to get actually one of those because it is quite slow. Time. Yeah, time in a jar. Can we make one of these? I think we can. Let's make one of those just because it allows me to AFK and get us through this quicker. Is that all we needed? That gold clock, which is more gold that we don't have. Damn it. Oh no, we don't have any more gold. Is there a way to make any? Well, that makes ingots. That's cool. Didn't know that. Is there something that maybe drops at copper? Come on. All right, I'll be right back and quickly I can get this done and then we'll wrap up the episode. Alrighty, I think we now have everything to be able to make this. So let's make that. Make a glass jar. And there we go. So the way this works is the time that we spend just in this world, it'll store it up and then split up a resource. So this is going, a little bit slow. Maybe we don't have enough time to be able to speed anything up right now. But we can soon speed things up to 2 times 3, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and maybe higher. I don't know. I've only seen it go up to 64. But so we can now speed up everything in this game. It just speeds up ticks. So it'll make anything like machines this faster, the sluice faster, the pump faster, anything like that. And yeah, so next episode we can get into doing all the upgrades for the sluicing, because I think that's really where our downfall is going to be. We need to automate this to get all of our resources now. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have enjoyed and you're currently not subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate if you do so. If you want to check out any more of my content too, please check out the playlist to see more OceanBlock episodes. Do check out my hardcore Minecraft series that we've just wrapped up recently. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.